What's going on, guys? I am here in Bristol. Just finished my workout, and we have about an hour to pack our bags, and our friend Carl's picking us up from London. We're going to go to Stonehenge and head back to London for the official launch event on Saturday. But today is the official launch of Team Beachbody here in the UK, which is super exciting. So I see you on here, Gemma and Gordon and Sammy. I got to meet Sammy and Gordon over this past week, and that was super exciting. But I'm here. I'm going to put my jacket on. It's a little chilly out here. I want you guys to ask me any questions that you might have about Team Beachbody, about these workouts. Maybe, like, what are you doing here in the UK? What's your experience been like? Anything that you ask me, I'm going to answer it. We're going to call this we'll call it like a Q&A. So no rush through this. I have like 15 or so minutes. But I see you guys all hopping on. Good morning, good morning. Thanks, Gemma. We're gutted. Look, I'm learning how to speak here. We're gutted that we didn't get to meet you as well as we were touring around. But we're super excited. We're here with Hannah and Nick, and we've been here for 2 nights. We've been in Bristol for 4 total nights, and it's been awesome. So if you haven't followed our journey, we have, until I see any questions, I'll watch for questions. If not, I'm just going to kind of talk about our experience here. We arrived in London on Monday of last week. I toured the day with Carl Marriott, and that was super fun, exciting. He got us inside of the Houses of Parliament. And funny story, I guess that's kind of like the White House in the United States. And I was in sweatpants. Like, I was in proper sweatpants. Look, I said proper. I was in proper sweatpants and a hoodie, like a zip-up hoodie. So that was kind of interesting. They're probably like, who is this American walking through the Houses of Parliament in his sweatpants? But that was me. But we had a fun trip and started in London, went to Edinburgh, had an amazing time there. And then we went on to, from Edinburgh to Birmingham. And one of the things I really loved about Birmingham is, like, Froso and Gordon, we've known them for over 6 years. Seen them transform their lives through health and fitness, being a part of our groups. And so there's like that anticipation. If you've known someone for 6 years, whether it's on social media or through phone or through text, and you meet them in person, it's a pretty incredible thing. It's hard to put into words what that is like. So that's been awesome. And then some of our friends we've only known, really been talking with for a year. Some of them only 2 months, only 3 months for a couple of them. And it's still like the same feeling. Like, I think from the outside, it can seem a little bit strange to be like, and I think Hannah's mom was saying this. She's like, so let me get this right. You met these guys on Facebook like a couple months ago, and they're staying in your home. And they're like, yeah, they're our Beachbody coaches. They've been helping us with they're the ones who've been helping with our health and fitness, and we're here. They're here staying in our home. So I think from the outside, it's a little bit, can look a little bit strange, but it's truly a unique thing. Like, Team Beachbody is truly a unique experience. And I think a lot of times people get this misconception, or I guess it's just not completely understanding what it is. Like, they may look at it as like, who's this person trying to sell me this bag of powder, right? And that's from the outside. And I can say that because that was me 7 years ago. Like, okay, this person is trying to sell me something, and it can feel a little bit strange. And I'll be honest with you guys, back in 2010, I made a decision. I am never, ever going to become a Beachbody coach. And in reality, it was because I just didn't understand, and I didn't have that great of experiences prior. And then I met my coach, who like called me on the phone, asked me about my life, if I loved my work, loved what I did, what does my wife do, asked me about my kids. And I built a real relationship, and over the course of 8 months after that, I completely transformed my life with P90X. And then I realized that I could do what she did with me, I could do with other people. And so I understand how it can look from the outside until you can truly understand. So if you're doing these workouts or you've watched our stuff, I want you guys to know, and my coaches, my team, everyone we've met here can tell you firsthand that, like, here's my philosophy. I will never sell you anything or try to close you on anything, because I believe that someone convinced against their will is still against their will. And so I think going into that mindset and understanding, like, everybody has their timing, but I think you've got to be smart enough and this is me speaking directly as your coach, whether you've listed me as your coach or not, I think you have to be smart enough to look at your life, not just current, like day to day, but like wake up a little bit and say like, am I as healthy as I could be? Am I being the example to my kids that I should be in what we eat, how we feed our kids, how we move our bodies, how we speak to ourselves, how we treat others? Like, are we that person that we want to be? First and foremost. And then if you're not, realize that maybe what we have, these friendships that we have, the accountability that we have, helping other people like that, and also the workouts, like getting active 30 minutes a day, doing workouts with your family, with your kids, letting them see, instead of going to the gym, let's say, I love the gym, but maybe having your kids actually witness you work out and sweat and struggle, and then try to do push-ups next to you, that might be a thing that helps them long-term and subconsciously begin to understand what it means to take care of their body and their health, so that we don't become, and our kids don't become, part of the obesity problem that's not just in adults, but also in children, staggeringly high numbers in that now. So just really it's time, I think, that we all wake up a little bit and look at that and look at our life and say, like, are we the person that we want to be? Have we somehow slipped into this place that we're not happy, or we're miserable? We come home from work, we don't know how to deal with stress, and so we project that onto our family, and we're not happy, and just be like, okay, maybe what Scotty and Gabby are doing, or any other people that you've seen us work with, maybe this is genuine happiness, maybe something is real about this and I should try it, and reach out to us in that aspect. And then on the other end, I think it's time we wake up sometimes, and I had this moment, it was maybe a couple years before I became a coach, where I really began to sit at my office and be like, okay, I'm a hard worker. I've moved up through the company, through the ladder, and through the rungs, and my income has increased, but I'm not very happy. I'm not feeling like as fulfilled as I thought I would fulfill in this position. And then even looking further and be like, okay, if I continue working the next 10, 20 years, I could be the head of sales, or the head of engineering, or whatever path I decide to take. I could be that, and I could put the effort in and continue to work 12-hour days and the commute, and putting my little kids in daycare for a couple hours a day so I can work extra hours, so I can prove to myself that I'm worthy of that position and work up to that. Yes, I can do that, but on the other hand, look at your life and see, like, 20 years from now, if I was to replace the person that's there and they retire, their life, the way they live their life, the way they present themselves at work, who they are, is that who I want to be? Do I want to be that person? And do I want to still be working? Because I had to look at it and be like, okay, I can get there, but they look 10 years older than they actually are. And I'll read that comment in a minute, I'm focused. They look 10 years older than they actually are, and they're still, you're in their mid-50s, and they're still working 12 hours a day every day, and they're here every Saturday. I don't want that lifestyle. Maybe I should look at something else. Maybe I should start to plan my life other ways, where I'll continue working hard 12 hours a day, but instead of playing video games at night and drinking a beer and complaining about my life and wondering why I'm miserable, maybe I should take that 2 or 3 hours a night and change my life, or do something else, or build a business. And so I think if you feel like that, it's time maybe that you wake up and look and ask us and just say, hey, what is it about? With no obligations. And anybody on here that are my coaches and my team will tell you that they've never been sold anything by me, or convinced in a way like, you need to do this is for you. It's always like, hey, this is what it is. Yeah, this is how it could benefit your life after I find out what you need, and then say, I believe this will be the answer for you, just like it was for me. So I want to read back and see if there's any questions. I was focused. Hannah says, this is very strange. I see some of our friends on here. I can't read it. Watching you live on Facebook in your garage. Yes, it is very strange. I'm in Hannah's garage in Bristol, which is very strange because she's been watching us from as we're in the U.S. So I believe there's a question back further. Sammy says, it's awesome been meeting us after watching us for a few years. And okay, Sammy says, is there info for linking up to a website? So that's a great question. So what you want to do, if you have been thinking about doing Beachbody, this is not just in the so that you know what this launching is. We've had the opportunity to be Beachbody coaches in the US for over 10 years now. I've been a coach for 6.5 years. In Canada, it's been like 5.5 years. And UK, today, in 1 hour, in like 50 minutes, is the first time that people in the UK have ever been able to become a Team Beachbody coach. And also the first time they've ever been able to order Shakeology, and they've been waiting for it for so long. So, whether you're UK, Canada, or US, if you are wanting to become a Team Beachbody coach or try Shakeology and see how it works for you, and I have a funny story about that that I'll tell you if I have some time. All you need to do is reach out to the person who is your coach, the person that's been helping you, working with you, the person that will be your coach and mentor. You reach out to them privately on a private message, or if that's me, you send me a message and say, hey, I want to be a part of this, or I have questions about it. You reach out to me, and then we will send you or share with you the link and the process for either trying Shakeology, becoming a Beachbody coach, whatever it is that you want. And one thing that I want you guys to know as well is if you don't want to try Shakeology yet, that's okay. If you don't want to be a coach yet, that's okay. But one thing that I would encourage you to do is sometime after 10 o'clock UK time today, or if you're in the US and Canada, is to just say, hey, I would love for you to be my free coach. And I also have a link for that. And what that basically does is it gives you a free Team Beachbody membership. There's articles you can read. You can read the transformation stories every single day. One thing I do for people that are just, I'm their free coach, is I send out a weekly email and I share tips and advice, or maybe some videos where I talk about similar things to this, or 5 tips to relieve stress and be happy. I create videos and content and things to help my customers and clients to better their lives, and not just in doing a workout or doing an extreme workout or drinking a shake. General life hacks to help you be healthier and live a more fulfilling life. So if you don't want to buy Shakeology, you don't want to be a coach, still reach out to me and say, I'd love for you to be my free coach. And then what I do is I send you a link, and it creates a Team Beachbody membership, and it makes me a free coach. And then you can message me, email me anytime you want, and I'll just answer questions. It doesn't cost anything. So, Sammy, there's your long answer to a short question on how do you link up to a website. So I'm going to check before we go in and pack to head out to Stonehenge if there's any other questions. Doesn't look like there's any other questions right now. For those of you that are coming to the official launch event, like Shaun T is coming, which is incredible. There's going to be a live Shaun T workout at the launch in London. Our team, our coaches, we're going to have a lunch meeting. There's a morning session, a workout, and then a break, and we're going to have a lunch meeting with our clients and customers, and then after that is the afternoon session, the afternoon workout. And Gabby and I are checking into the Hilton Hotel there Friday night. So if you're one of our customers or clients, we're going to be there Friday night, and then we're going to be there all day Saturday. So we're personally in the morning session, and then from the morning set we'll be in our team meeting at lunch, and then literally after the team meeting at lunch, during the afternoon session and the afternoon workout, we're going to be just hanging out in the lobby with our, just there and there for our customers, clients, friends, people here in the UK to just come visit with Gabby and I. We're just going to be we'll find somewhere in the lobby and just come chat with us and talk with us. So I'm going to check out what Froso says. So Froso says, I was signed up on the Beachbody site back in the Staying Fit family days. That's the first group I ever made in 2010. And you were already my coach. She's like, I don't know how I did that. I remember using Wowie. Yeah, so back in the day we had Wowie, and you could create a free membership like that. But in the UK you couldn't order Shakeology or be a part of coaching. So basically what Froso's saying is now you can create an account with Team Beachbody and have it linked to Gabby and I. So I'm going to go get packed up. I'm trying to see if there's any more questions real quick before we head out. Hannah says, if anyone is coming Saturday from our group and hasn't got into a workout, SJ has said to bring your workout stuff anyway. That's a big little clue there from Hannah. If you're not signed up for the workout, bring your workout gear. There might be a small opportunity they can slip you in into that workout if there's space inside of the room. So anyhow, I got to go get packed up, but it's been great chatting with you guys this morning. It's been awesome here in the UK. If you're curious, just if you want to be, we'll call it the lurker. If you want to be a lurker and you're not ready to reach out to me or to send me a message, Just follow our family vlog. Gabby and I, every single day in the UK, we've been vlogging, making like 5 to 10 minute videos, sharing like our experience meeting people, exploring your amazing country here and the different things that are here in the UK. So if you want to lurk a little bit and see what it is like in the experience and what it's like to be a part of Team Beachbody, a part of our team and our family, feel free to lurk, and just know that I'll be here ready to answer your questions when you get it. So when they come up. So anyhow, we love you guys. Have an incredible day. Happy launch day, Team Beachbody. Remember to find a coach. If you're not working with somebody currently, reach out to a coach. And look at the ceiling real quick. Reach out to a coach and ask them for some help, and they'll help you get started on Shakeology or workout, or as a Team Beachbody coach yourself, and or to be your free coach. Love you guys. Have an incredible day, and see you later.